Is
to
the
the Maasai Lives Matter.
is the irony in that article that said the place is supposed to be a World Heritage Site. What is the point of having a heritage site when the people who have lived there, whose heritage is the one you want to showcase, have been disappeared?
Yeah, we're just gonna put up a museum.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to laugh when you read these articles. It's like, what are you doing? Don't you understand what it is you're doing to your people? And when I use the term neocolonialism, these are people who are supposed to be free from the yoke of colonialism, but yet they're still carrying on what Aikwama would describe as being the default of being the foreign interpreters within our space. And he
Yeah.
begs the question that for how long would Africa continue to yield to the whims of the West? I mean, I have nothing against someone wanting to come there and take pictures of animals, but you don't do it to the detriment of the people who live there. You don't. You don't.
Well, you do if you don't value yourself. If you see yourself as expendable as they see you.
Yes. Yes. And with that story, we've come to the end of another episode of African News Review. The good comrade had to leave because study calls. And sister, any final thoughts?
These are very important times. Like probably every generation has said that, but we are really at a place where any one thing could tip us one way or tip us in a different way. So while we look at what is happening globally, while we look at what nation leaders are doing or not doing, what I would say is that each of us needs to look at what we can individually do, what we have control of.
Mm,
What's your carbon footprint?
mm, mm.
What are you doing to build up your own communities where you are? What are you doing to take care of yourself and build yourself up as well?
Yeah.
And how are you beginning to wean yourself off of capitalism and this sense that the way of the West is the only way to go?
Yeah. Powerful. And also, I'd just like to add to that, we also have to understand that just because we can sometimes doesn't mean we should. And what do I mean by that? You walk past something, you want to have it, but do you need it? Needs and wants are two different things. So again, the more one engages with that aspect of one's life, you find that you're actually much more richer than you think. And I don't mean just rich because you have the resources. You're rich mentally because philosophically you are content. And content you cannot buy. You cannot buy. So that said, the sister and I would be looking at the lives and times of Abe Lincoln this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, and that's on Women and Resistance. Again, Abe Lincoln. So some of you might know her and some not, but come along all the same. You might learn something different. And yes, we also have to give goodbyes to one of our previous guests, Sister Asata Olugbala Shakur, who joined the ancestors this week. And yeah, Sister, I'll give the word to you